up, though? Adriane Mayes. Let me make sure that we're starting. What up, though? Adriane Mayes. Why everybody having a celebration of life needs to have Smile Don't Blink photo booth. I can't lie to you. Day 248 of the Billionaire Journey of Adriane Mayes. I woke up thinking about my brother, went to sleep thinking about my brother who passed away, Larry Dickens II. And the two things that I've been focused on for the past, however, which at least the last maybe 6 months, is Smile Don't Blink photo booth, capturing life's memories, Detroit's one of a kind photo booth, opportunity, as well as taxes. It being tax season 2025. And Larry passed away this past Friday, and received text messages and from people I haven't spoken to in years. We graduated from Renaissance High School in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though, Detroit? In 1997. And Larry was a part of our graduating class, of course, my brother, my Jit brother. That's why I had to start. I don't own the rights to this music, but start with the Jit music. But the crazy thing about my brother Jit, and it had me going to sleep. Oh, I honestly woke up this morning like at 12:34 this morning because I fell asleep doing marketing for Smile Don't Blink photo booth, where we capture life's moments, doing anniversaries, birthday parties. And the first time that we took Smile Don't Blink photo booth to a celebration of life was when my brother passed away after COVID. Brian Mays, rest in heaven. And I took the photo booth there as well, and we were able to take pictures. Now, people will make a way for funerals, and the impact that a picture can make in someone's life, especially if they can't attend. I can honestly say how my life has gone over the last at least year and a half. I've missed so many different celebrations of life. My cousin passed away, Cito Mays, Clarence Mays, rest in heaven. I couldn't make it because I couldn't leave the state of Michigan. I missed my cousin Jabari Wessons, rest in heaven, cuz over this past year that passed away. I missed my uncle Floyd Johnson, rest in heaven, this past year because I couldn't leave. And when you have a photo booth, digital social station that not only allows you to capture the memories and the people that are there and let you have those lifelong memories, it also allows the people that aren't there to be there. Now, some funeral homes have started live streaming, um, you know, uh, thank God, live streaming funeral processions or what have you. So you're able to see the moments of, being there, not physically there, but I was able to go, to my cousin. I was able to go to different processionals because, again, not being limited in regards to mobility. But when I woke up this morning, jitting, like our Detroit dance that we have, Detroit Jit, it comes from Detroit, Michigan. And again, Detroiters know that it's a self-expression. Dance is a self-expression in itself. And that's what Larry did. He brought that excitement to any crowd. I was honestly thinking about, I was supposed to have our photo booth, Smile Don't Blink photo booth, was supposed to be at the Renaissance High School Alumni event, the last event on Facebook that Larry was at, where a lot of our class members, they took pictures, the Hoop Squad took pictures. So many people took pictures or what have you over this past December. And I did the marketing, right? I reached out to them to try to get Smile Don't Blink photo booth to be a part of the event, and they passed. And it being that December 27th of it being the Renaissance High School alumni celebration, Larry was there. And now that's the last time that, that he was physically with our Renaissance High School family. Now he's in heaven. The pastor, Larry Dickens II, has made such an impact. And like I said, I woke up this morning, I saw people just posting their testimonials. Sharon Harris, who was an angel in this life, it's also, the president of the Lupus Foundation, just how in her, impact in regards to the JIT that Larry provided. Corey Johnson, somebody I graduated with. Even my boy that I graduated with, we in the past, we talk type of thing or what have you, Rob Davis, but he texted me last night like, Adriane, is this real? And we have, it's so crazy how life can bring people together. Doesn't matter what's going on in our own journey, but we are able to connect. And so I honestly have been doing the marketing for Smile and Blink Photo Booth to build our photo booth brand. But a photo booth at celebrations of life, I think it's what I'm going to, how they tell you need to have a niche market. Again, woke up, I have Jim Rohn in the background. Focus on yourself, not others. And I was listening to Jim Rohn's motivational spot this morning as when I woke up at 12:34. Thank you, Larry. And in that, I've always been about that life. I've sold life insurance for Bankers Life. I've been, I'm insurance producer as we speak. I've have a different mentality on funerals. I always had that strength to get up and, when they ask for people to speak on behalf of the person that passed away. But funerals are for the living. And what I've realized and why I wanted to go live instead of shooting a video, and I'm going to reach out to people all over the world in regards to just incorporating. We pay so much money for the things that we can't control. And, I used to tell people to make sure that when they have their life insurance to not have, assign it over to the funeral home, because what happens is they take away from the bottom line that goes to the family. And so one of the features that we have with Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth is be able to send a link. And when Larry passed away this past Friday, it got me remembering that people need to get their estate planning taken care of. Of course, being tax season, a lot of people not taking care of things. And just over the last 72 hours, talking to Unica Gaines, my business partner, sister Angel, however which way you want to actually define her, but being the owner of Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth, just telling her how people need to make sure that their affairs are in order. I'm always about that life. I used to knock on doors, train people. I was one of the top agents in the Livonia office, and I still have my clients calling me in regards to, Adriane, what do you do in regards to your life insurance here? Adriane, how do you handle that? And that's a role that I've accepted in this world. But what I've honestly want to say is when you focus on what God has a plan here for you, and my plan, honestly, I'm single with no children at 45 years old. I've made some decisions that I can't say that has been the best in regards to forward progression. I was literally thinking about how the relationships I've had to kind of focus on me for once. I used to grow up and always give to others, being a person that is a giving person. My mother and my father raised me this way. Nancy and Daryl Mayes did an amazing job. Let's not go wrong. But in that process, what my mother always taught me was to give. And to give and to give. And when you give, sometimes, I even behoove myself first, I, for so long, have had training on to give so much of Adriane Mayes. But what God's done over the last 18 months has sat me down in getting my third OWI and being able to be honest with my sobriety journey and being able to clearly think on how to be the best version of myself. And when I was listening to Jim Rohn telling you to literally be accountable and owning it, and that's the plight I've been, because you have your emotional, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual being, and that encompasses your whole being. But your mental state is a part of the growth in you. If you don't have your mental together, how can you help someone else? If you're still sick and suffering, it doesn't matter what I say in regards to finances and faith and fears and family and fitness if I'm not taking care of the things I need to do for me. But one thing that I've learned in regards to reading and consistently grinding and being the change and establishing all these businesses, working for someone else, working for myself, the key information and education of knowledge, all the things I've experienced over the last 45 years, it's like, how do you bring all that together to help people? And the only thing that has been consistent, especially for January 1st, 2025, after talking to my therapist, Michael DeBose, he literally told me, I've trained people how to treat me. And I want to now train people and show people what's possible. Who you have to control your environment. And when I was watching Larry's live on January the 4th on Facebook, thank God he did that, just talking about his authentic self and talking about educating our youth and our youth going back to school. It led me on a journey of thinking that, financial education, of course, matters. Reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, reading Tax Free Wealth, trying to get my people to understand the impact that wealth is, learning how money works. It's not being rich. My cousin playing professional basketball, professional football, Rod Jones, Chris Bosh, And I've been around the billionaires, the millionaires, and I've been around those that don't have much. I'm from a space that God has given me so many opportunities. But when Larry kept saying, be careful and help and be pray for those going back to school, it was so chilling for me. It was like God was talking to me directly through Larry. It was, I know that I talk to my cousin Jab all the time, Jabari Weston, rest in heaven, because he laughs at his cousin because I have this connection with with the death. And my father passed away in December 2010, and he always told me to take care of my taxes, do it myself. That was back at 18. This is before I've been audited. This is before Unica Gaines, the tax extraordinaire. And when he came to me last month, and right around his anniversary, which was, like I said, December 2010, December 10th, 2010. When he came around, it was I was cracking up because he was tapping me on my shoulder. Death and taxes is the only thing that's promised to you. If you don't understand how, and it doesn't matter how much I educate myself and learn how I can maximize people's tax returns in support of the tax extraordinaire with the Unique Gaines or Gaines Family Services. It doesn't matter how many people in photo booth events we book in regards to Smile Dumpling Photo Booth, the Detroit one of a kind photo booth experience. It doesn't matter how many people I consult with being the change in regards to getting their affairs in order for estate planning. It doesn't matter in regards to branding and marketing. If you're not authentic for what you're passionate and what you're supposed to be here for, then what is it all for? And when Larry said, go back to school, I know going to AA every day in regards to getting this mindset right, realizing that mistakes happen, being the best version of yourself, having steps to get there, understanding that your spiritual power over new solutions on recovery is possible if you just accept the challenge. And I, don't know what God has around the corner, but what I do know in regards to celebrations of life, when we have people fly in from all over the world when they want to celebrate this love, and now we have Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, where people can actually self-express themselves on how this person made an impact on their journey in their life. I'm honored to have Larry in my journey. And I literally wanted to reach out to Lisa and Marlena, their cousins, and Corey, who is their cousin, like family that's, I understand how it feels. And, being in the space of, after I saw Marlena's post this morning, like I said, waking up at 12:34, I'm such a numbers person. It's the engineering in me. And then next post I saw was Sharon Perales, one of my insurance clients, Banker's Life, and her son passed away. And how she was, my calling for God is to help empower people, be a model, be innovative, and prosper along the way. The billionaire journey is not just about making $1 billion and just being flashy and having all the fancy things in regards to what life can provide. It's about being yourself and empowering others to have a plan, implementing that plan, and showing what's possible. I don't know what's around the corner, but I only know that the journey that God has bespoke and unique for Adriane Mayes is my own. But when you have a celebration of life and it makes you remember people from, like my guy Randall Cobb, class of 97, posted a picture of Larry, in school. And it was like, it's so crazy how your mind can take you back to when you were 13, 14 years old at Renaissance High School, starting the journey, and Corey talking about Dockers, and I was in my tomboy stage at that time, so I had outfits that coordinated with all the Dockers, with my jerseys, with my sweatshirts, and so it's just, your mind just goes so many different places. And at funerals, I know that it's an opportunity for people to take a moment and tell everybody those laughter times, and tell everyone those moments that made them, just how that person impacted them. But Larry's hits different. I think about Coolaide, rest in heaven, Coolaide, brother that passed away. And I was on my way to his mom's house when I got my OWI. That was how, standing here doing work with my digital marketing journey. And we were trying to help Auntie Janet's fundraiser to get started. And, telling your story is how things happen. I was trying to get, on September 30th, 2023, I'm sitting here, Unica was getting ready to go out, and I was like, no, go ahead and go out. I got to finish doing this marketing, because Auntie Janet was starting her foundation, her popcorn fundraiser. And what I decided to do, I was like, no, I have an appointment with her. I'll go ahead and do that. I didn't go out. I stayed in. And upon doing that, with her being older, I didn't think about the couple of glasses of wine I had earlier sitting in the comfort of my own home. Not my own home, in Nika's home, but when I was sitting here and then so she couldn't get it. And so what I did, I didn't think about getting in the car. I didn't think about myself at all. I didn't think about the two previous DUIs I had 12 years previous. I thought about helping somebody. And so I jumped in the car and I went over to Auntie Janet's house, and she lives in Livonia, Michigan. And so I went over there, and I hadn't been out for a while. I already on this digital marketing journey. My friends, my family, it's been ups and downs in regards to my mental state, in regards to just knowing who I am, right? But God was helping me get there. So I went to Auntie Janet's, and it was amazing because, we talked about Coolaide and her doing the popcorn fundraiser for Coolaide or what have you for her foundation. Lovely Day Charity helped her out, got everything together because, the social media and digital, that's what we do. And from there, I left there. Then I hit my boy David Broden, who I hadn't talked to in a while because, again, I know he was going through things as well, but I've been on my own journey. But since I was already out, I was like, let me go ahead and shoot by there as well. So I went to his house, who lived in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Mind you, anyone from Detroit knows these cities are not cities that you should actually go to if you have alcohol in your system. Wasn't thinking, went there, just thinking to help people at the time. I'm already out. So I was taking a moment from my digital marketing journey and trying to get this grind of getting my finances together. And I thought God was giving me a day off. But now God started me on a whole new chapter. And so what ended up happening, I went there, and then, that happened. And then, left his home instead of staying there at 3 a.m. I left Farmington Hills, Michigan, and headed back to Canton, Michigan. And in the way, I got lost. And so what I did was I pulled over on the side of the road, and I was already on the side of the road putting in the GPS of the Canton, Michigan address, and a police officer knocked on my window. And he knocked on my window, and I'm thinking he was trying to help because I'm already on the side of the road. It's not like I got pulled over for drinking and driving. I was already on the side of the road. And what happened, he knocked on the window, and he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just trying to get to my sister's house, sir. And so then he waited. Then next thing I know, he told me to pull into the church parking lot. And I said, okay. Now, at this time now, I'm what? Driving. Didn't even think about it. I'm thinking, I'm by myself in my Lexus, a black Lexus, a single woman at 44 years old in Livonia, Michigan. And I didn't think, the next thing I know was 5, 6 cop cars come up. And I'm just praying the whole time. I didn't think about I just wanted to make it home that night. All the police brutality that we know that goes on, I'm by myself in this Lexus. I just wanted to get home. And that's all I kept telling them, sir, I'll do whatever you say. I just want to make it home that night. And so if you look at how the progression of things happened, I made the choice of getting in the vehicle from the initial jump. And that's where I went wrong. I can't blame the city of Livonia for having 6 Caucasian cops come. I can't blame any of the things that happened afterwards. I can. But I'm taking accountability of what happened in regards to me getting in the vehicle, making that choice, instead of saying, no, Auntie Janet, I had something to drink tonight. I think I have to wait till tomorrow. Let's slow down and walk through these steps. That's why I'm going through what I'm going through right now. And I know that, it's been ups and downs of family, friends, and Unica Gaines has been an angel through this whole process. Missing celebrations of life, of people that have been so instrumental to me, saying no to people, not seeing my niece the way I want to see, not being able to be there for my mother who is older, not being able to do the things that I thought that I was supposed to do in life. I'm having to sit down, and Larry got me talking live, authentic, real, because again, celebrations of life come, and we take those moments to celebrate all the great things that people have done. And I've done, obituaries. I've written, like I said, a life insurance agent. I've done mortgages. I'm a small business owner. But what I can honestly say in regards to Jim Rohn's focusing on yourself, not others, this mentality, this mental health, having this billionaire journey and being day 248 with how Adriane Mayes is going to be the best version of herself is to try to empower others to be the best version of themselves, telling their authentic and giving their truth, taking those smiles. And that's the best part. The December 29th, one of our sayings, line in Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, my line sister Dionne Shell, hired us in order to come capture the moments for her daughter Tasha's 16th birthday. And it took me a week in regards to getting her blink reel done. But what I did during the event was let people just say a couple of things about Tasha. What's the best thing that they know? It's called blink reels, capturing moments within a blink. 15 seconds or less. If you want to go longer, that's cool too. And just to hear how this 16-year-old young lady, my niece, Natasha Shell, has impacted so many people. And to put that compilation together, it's on YouTube at Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth. And just seeing her from now to 16 impacting so many lives, and what Dionne Shell and her husband Willie Dionne Shell have done together in making this baby just inspires me. And I just thank God that, just giving me this journey, because again, focusing on Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth and Gaines Family Services and being the Change LLC and having our foundation CCC Because We Care Foundation with our random acts of kindness, it has shown me that anything is possible in regards to how people can make people smile. You can't control anyone's journey. You only can control your own. And I am so thankful that in this opportunity of life, that God woke me up at 12:34 this morning. 34 is my line number with Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And Larry being on my mind. My boy Rob Davis hit me last night. My sister Erica White hitting me, and Tabera Alexander doing the things that they're doing in regards to helping celebrate this brother's life. And, I want to have Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth in regards to every funeral procession, every opportunity, because not only to capture the smiles and the memories, to help people to start planning. Financial education is important. Having some type of preparation for afterlife, life insurance in regards to estate planning, having a will, having the opportunity to have that link to donate to help the inspiration. Larry had 2 babies. He had a wife. He had a loving family. He had what the ideal family. You don't know what was going on in his journey. We can't, because no one and everyone wants to be a part of everybody's moments in each part of their day. But what I can honestly say, when Larry kept saying to educate and to literally pray for our college kids. I know he was talking about his daughter who's at Western Michigan. Thank God for Facebook. Pray for her son. Pray for his wife. Pray for himself as he was going through some health challenges and going through a disability in regards to his last position. Just being authentic and real. And that's all I want to be, is around people. I want to be an authentic Adriane Mayes. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to be what everybody else wants me to be in their life anymore. Because what I've learned is I have to find out who Adriane Mayes is. I used to use alcohol and drugs in regards to it, only weed now. but seriously, I use those substances to suppress the amazing person I was. I've never been a fearful person. I've always been a person that speaks my truth. I'll sit in the front of the classroom excited and eager to learn. I'll listen and hear things. I'll try to make people smile in any moment and every moment. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. And I'm just thankful for the gifts that God has given me. I take these different methods of inspiration to my meetings on a daily basis, and how I've set up this training camp for myself, so when I can come out of this limitation of being on probation because of the decision I made on September the 30th, 2023, I can be better for people. I can make better choices. I can do better things. I can inspire others and show people that you don't need to poison yourself in regards to having a good time. You can, but it's your choice. But at the same time, I look at people in AA when they're, the things that they go through, they're up. Some people make 6 figures. Some people are struggling. I can, even on my own financial journey, still trying to get my stuff together. And just knowing that God has a plan and a process and we have to trust it. Just like me doing this live video today. It's not a video, it's a video I'm going to post on my YouTube. I'm posting it like right now live on Facebook because the authenticity of how I feel, I know, having all this AI genius on being able to have captions and all this kind of thing. I didn't even want to think this through. The authentic me, I even, when Tabera texted me yesterday the flyer for Larry's celebration of life on the 21st, I've already limited myself to only be able to go to things socially if it's a photo booth event or if it's I have to do my probation work and it's work. Those are my only things until I can get through with things. But realizing that the photo booth needs to be as celebrations of life. We got to capture those moments because people are so real and authentic, and those memories help the people after the fact. And it's all about, like I said, the only thing that's promised in this life is death and taxes. It's not even about the investment. I think about, like I said, when I used to advise, or when I advise my insurance clients or what have you, they talk about a casket being $10,000 and this and flowers. They spending thousands of dollars on flowers and getting the obituary, getting that done. But a video and pictures, that is, those compilations with what we do with Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth with Blink Reels, those moments that you can just go back. And when you're awake at, like I am, January 16th, 2025 at 2:43 in the morning as I look down, can't make that up. You see those numbers. Come on, Adrienne. But it's just simply the impact of how you can inspire someone else. And just seeing the Facebook feed on how digital marketing works, social media can pollute your mind. It can be inspirational. It can be whatever you make it and want to be. But right now, it's my platform to be able to share why everyone needs to enhance their celebration of life with a photo booth. And that this is the best investment you can make over anything, because again, I've seen so many different smiles in Larry Dickens or whatever on Facebook with digital marketing, and people just, my guy Marvin Rutherford, and not even in Detroit right now, just pouring out their heart in regards to the impact that this man has made. And and it's crazy because we usually don't know how people really feel about them or how they feel about you until after you're gone. But you don't even know what's going on there because you're gone. But I know that when my father passed away, how the impact it was on me. I remember, just it was one of the last times that all of my sisters were together, and my mother and my nieces, and that, like I said, that was back in 2021. And then I think about, like I said, the first time that the photo booth was actually at a celebration of life, when at his event where I was marketing life insurance for my family, because I used to hold, before COVID, I used to hold life insurance parties as a life insurance agent or what have you, about that life always. But these life insurance parties, one of the first ones was for, a soror that passed away as well, Care Bear. And she had me bring all of her family together in Highland Park. And we got together and, we talked about life insurance. Signed up all these people in regards to life insurance or what have you. And the photo booth can work the same way. When people pass away in your family or what have you, and hiring the photo booth experience, you have the link to your life insurance appointment setting angle or what have you. And your family, who they love and trust you, because that's the thing with the social marketing or media or whatever. As you go on your journey, you have it linked right to your social site. You have it linked right to your booking site as a life insurance representative. If you're a funeral director or what have you, and you do final planning. If you're a lawyer that does estate planning, and you can have that link go right directly to your booking, because when people are in the emotion of when things happen, that's when they take action. And it doesn't matter, a lot of these GoFundMe's really piss me off. One of the pain points I have in regards to life insurance is that's the first thing that goes when people have financial issues. And, and it's understandable, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for you to be able to collect money right on the spot. You can have that link go to your Cash App. You can have, so people can support each other in another way. So in regards to the celebration of life, it's why Smile Don't Blink Photo Booth needs to be there to capture the moments, digitally being able to get your brand out there in regards to how this person impacted you in a positive way. Taking a moment just that day or however which long leading up to his celebration, Larry's celebration of life is January the 21st. And but leading up to that actual moment or what have you, just being able to capture and compilate all the different memories together. So when you have a bad moment or you have Larry in your mind, because it's a lifelong commitment in regards to people passing away. I know, like I said, my cousin comes to both of my cousins. Cito, he was always there for he loved cousin A, and when he passed away and I couldn't attend because of financial issues, because he lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and I wasn't even going through what I'm going through now. Unica wanted to pay for it, and I said I wasn't financially capable to get there. And I always want to take care of things, and I know that the feeling even that I have right now, and that's why, like I said, I wanted to go live, is because I wanted this to be authentic and real. I've always wanted to take care of things. Like even being the younger sister with my sister Dana, I used to give her my oatmeal because I wanted to make sure she was good. I took on I even saw the problem that I actually created in our relationship in regards to my niece loving her so, in regards to, wanted to do everything that everybody else isn't doing. But what I realized was I wasn't doing the best for me. And I in order for me to honestly help be the best daughter, the best sister, the best friend, the best person, God's child, I have to focus on the journey that he has for me. Not with any type of substances or abuses within me or what have you, just clear-minded and focused. So I thank you, Larry, seriously, for the journey, for impacting me, for jitting in class, for coming to the games or whatever, when we basketball games, he would come and support. He was a supporter, for the words of wisdom that you provided in regards to the people that you love, and as being a pastor, being a young brother at 45, and inspiring me to find a direction of not only to cover just the anniversaries, the bar mitzvahs, the holiday parties, the corporate events, the branding that way, but the celebrations of life, the funeral homes, to actually put forth proposals in regards to people understanding that this social media thing, it's not going anywhere. And if you're able to, it doesn't matter if you go viral in regards to someone, instead of us having a ritual like we do in the black community where you pour out a little liquor if somebody passes away, forget that liquor, put that liquor away all the way, and let's focus on building each other, and take us and capture life smiles together. Because again, we focus on the wrong things, and we've been programmed, and like I said, re-engineering the education, employment, and retirement system that Adriane Mayes applied to being the changes on. This is a part of it. So 32 minutes of authenticity. I, again, am going to continue to live God's journey along the way. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. But right now, I guess I was supposed to go live and tell my story in regards to the poor choices that I made on September the 30th, 2023. Why, the why behind the hushness of the change in Adriane Mayes, the reason I can't allow people to take advantage of me anymore, because I've taken advantage of me. I've allowed this abuse, and then I want to turn around and get angry. How does that work? I've allowed people to treat me a certain way, but and now you're upset that people aren't there for you, but you've allowed it for so long for you to put yourself second, and it's time that God is saying to put yourself first. So like Jim Rohn said, focus on yourself and not others. To get your mental states, listen to this on YouTube, to get your mental state together, that's how you build the billionaire mindset. That's how you continue to grow, because it's a lifelong commitment. Just like Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, they have ingrained in us when we were online that community service is a lifelong commitment. It's a lifelong commitment to actually show up for yourself and to own it, and in designing your reality of your family, your faith, your fears, your finances, your fitness, your emotional, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual being. That's the whole encompasses of you. And until you get all those different parts together, you got work to do. and I have work to do. And it's not it's slight on anyone else. If I'm supposed to be a part of your journey, God will put me in that place, and the same thing for you. And you have to own that part, those parts. So I'm going to end, my brother, with my affirmations that I say on a daily basis. I started them with my niece, Caitlin Warren, years ago when I first started this digital marketing journey. Right after, trying to have a connection with her, having her send them to me every day, just going live, because with the digital marketing journey, just like digital real estate, with real estate, you have to have somewhere to live. But everybody has a cell phone. And in regards to your digital real estate, I'm going to, create a blog on Being the Change LLC and have this video a part of it or what have you, and help it with the marketing of having celebration of life with Smile Don't Blink photo booth and capturing life moments with the branding of Adriane Mayes and what direction we're going to with Unique Gains and the growth of our Billionaire brand. But in regards to affirmations and being able to have a consistent process of being an athlete, you have to get up and you have to train every single day. Life is still a training camp as well. You have to get up every single day and show up for yourself, because you can't blame your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, anybody in your life. You have to take control of you. And it's sometimes difficult to think that, the dependency and the self-pity that we put on ourselves, but you're beautiful in God's eyes. And if you focus on what God has created in you, He won't make any mistakes. You're exactly where you're supposed to be today, right now. Now, how that inspires you, how that impacts you, that's on you. But the growth in the building and the process of it all is how you take one day at a time. So the affirmations that we used to say, anything is possible and I'll improve every day. Wealth and prosperity flow easily towards me. I love the journey as much as the destination. I embrace all challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, but trust God's plan. I have to work it. Fear is the enemy. Trust in God. Don't focus on the problem, but the solution, which leads to success. All I can control is my effort and attitude every day, and I will always give my best. I am a happy person. I'm a healthy person. I am blessed. I am loved. I will focus on what makes me feel good. Changing my mind is a strength, not a weakness. I can, I will, I must own it. I am genius. I don't make excuses. I make it happen. Everything is my fault. Positivity is my power. I think like there is no bots. I do difficult things daily. Success is my duty. Impact is my motivation. Kindness is my character. I am genius. Own it. Design your reality, Adriane Mayes. I can, I will, I must. Let's go. That's the affirmations. I say those every single day. Billie Jean, AI Genius, when I went through that program last year, he gave me the last portion of my affirmations. The first portion was actually Erica White from Detroit Renaissance High School, where we used to go to different marketing events or what have you. She introduced me to affirmations. And the second one, Caitlin Warren, my niece that I talked about, she came up with those. And so I say those on a consistent basis to own the fact of who Adriane Mayes is, to inspire and to remind myself every day of the amazing genius that God has created right before me. I have to look in the mirror for 5 minutes every single day after watching The Chi, thank you. And, you're supposed to look at your significant other for 5 minutes and just be able to look into their eyes and say wonderful things about them. Just you in that moment. And so I actually don't have a significant other. So I look at myself in the mirror, and I've been doing that consistently for about a month now, for 5 minutes straight. And I say the beautiful things that I'm grateful for, that God made Adriane Mayes for. I do that every day. I do planks for 90 seconds every day, and I send them to Melissa and Danica to inspire them on their fitness journey on every single day. I do reading for at least 30 minutes every day in regards to building my mindset. And before, like I said, I was reading with Tax-Free Wealth with Tom Wright. And now I'm reading the big book and being able to remind myself every day what not to repeat in my past and why this disease of alcoholism is real. And I have to remind myself not to repeat the same mistakes of the past. And so every day you have a consistent journey, just like waking up, taking a shower, eating, dressing, bathing, clothing, your ink and your continence. You have to commit to success. And so the success plan that I actually want to create is to be able to own it. I've done the pain for people, and I have did my amends. I've apologized, and when the time comes where I can speak and help others like God has inspired me to be, I want to be the best version of myself. But it's a everyday grind while I'm on this side of the earth. So I thank God for the opportunity of going live here today. Like I said, I'm going to post this on all of my social channels in regard. Well, Facebook, and then I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I mean, TikTok, it is what it is. I'm not about to do that, but so that I can remember this journey, day 248 of the Billionaire Journey, waking up at 12:34 in the morning and speaking live in regards to the celebrations of life, capturing these moments, and what the impact that social media can do for you in these small times of when you just get wish that you could have somebody in the past, but it's God's plan. So I trust it. I own it. And it's designed not to our understanding. That's I will be done, not mine. And I know that, I didn't plan this 40 minutes. But what I did plan for is success in this billionaire mindset, in this billionaire journey that Adriane Mayes will have. And I have to do nothing but focus on myself, not others, and know that God has an amazing opportunity right around the corner. I'm laughing because Nika is in Cancun right now. And, traveling is one of the things I love, traveling and helping people. And when I look at those two things combined with my future, how I love how God, however it works, I just want to continue to put a smile on someone's face, provide random acts of kindness, and to inspire someone that may need a little nudge, a little push, little inspiration. But Adriane Mayes, one of a kind, that is the truth. Signing off, my friends. Thank you so much. I can, I will, I must. Rest in heaven, Larry Dickens II. Let's go. Deuces. Oh, one more thing. The Detroit Lions are in the playoffs. First time in franchise history. So you can let me know that we had a championship before, but we never been to a Super Bowl. So Saturday we played the Washington Commanders, and my cousin Rod Jones used to play for the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals and the St. Louis Rams. I just think it's all in God's alignment, right? Like, so the Detroit Lions on Saturday, they played the Washington Commanders, which we're going to win. And we're going to the Super Bowl 2025. Adriane Mayes is claiming that Detroit Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm doing that on January the 16th, 2025, before everything happens. I remember last year, my mother got upset because I went streaking last year when we got so far. And so when I stripped down to my sports bra and my shorts and I ran outside, it was like 5 degrees or what have you. My mother said, "What are you doing? You're going to catch pneumonia." And so only God knows what I'll do if we win the Super Bowl. I just cannot listen. So at the end of this, I wanted to just say, I am so all grits. Dan Campbell, the Forward Camp, thank you so much. Ford is a history here in Michigan or have you. Think Ford first. His brand is built tough. And, if you watch his inspiration as an entrepreneur, how he actually, his lineage has continued on, and now that's in his family now in regards to ownership. And it's trickled down into the Detroit Lions organization. And, like I said, us being 15-2, which is the best ever, seriously, in regards to our record, and being 3 games away from the Super Bowl. I couldn't hang up. I can't end that, Larry, without saying put a special prayer in for the Detroit Lions so we can win the Super Bowl this year. My guy Merle, rest in heaven. No, he was a Detroit Lions fan. Merle Milton was a Detroit Lions fan, and now he gets to watch it and hopefully guide us to a Super Bowl in 3 more games. So I had to end with that. Now I'm from Detroit. What up, though? We're all grit. This is our time. So thank you, Larry, again. Celebrations of life. Smile doubling photo booth. Put it in your life. Put it in your moment. Put us on the list with the flowers, the chicken, and the casket that everybody buys in regards to investing in something that could be memorable and help people to be the best version of themselves on a bad day. This is a way for you just to recollect and to help people to remember that change can happen. And you can't control what happens yesterday or today, but tomorrow, it's not promised. It's only what you can do And I'm just going to continue to be the best version of me. Let's go. I can. I will. I must. Let's go.